Bark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building. We were experiencing a little technical difficulties, but we are here. We weren't too far away. We were all just sitting here waiting to speak to you guys. Good morning. It is a Wednesday. Let's do a quick check-in. Miss Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a Wednesday. The weather looked a little crazy when we were coming in here, but it's looking a lot better now. And, I think it's supposed to rain today. But despite that, yesterday was an extremely warm day. And it killed me. I rubbed out the rest of my eyelashes yesterday, so I've got lashes on one eye. I look like I'm winking. However, I did get my nail back.
Yes, sir.
I got
yes,
it.
sir.
And besides that, I'm doing good. Yesterday was a great day.
What
I think it's fun.
Specific?
No, nothing specific. But it was a good day, and no complaints about yesterday at all.
Good. And yesterday was beautiful.
Indeed it was.
It was like 78 degrees.
Yeah.
People was just outside with no coats on and nothing happening. I was just so excited.
It was a little too warm at points, though.
Yeah, it did get pretty hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
And I don't liking that. I don't liking that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
But yes. What about you, Rockstone Trismus?
Good. Just been doing a lot of graft, a lot of work, a lot of background work. That's it.
The summertime is busy for you, huh? Fires and people doing.
Yeah, starting to get busy, but people don't know what they want.
I like it to look like this. No. Start over.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that color. Take all of that out.
Yes, it is starting to ramp up.
It be like that though.
Yes,
it be like that. For me too. I stayed here for most of the day. I don't. Yesterday, like when I stay here, I flight or fight. I just want to get out, go outside and do things. But he brought his big doggy yesterday, so that literally made my day. And I could have stayed here forever with that dog. That's a good dog.
Yeah.
It's a really good dog.
That dog, yeah. Peep out that dog.
Oh, didn't say a damn thing. Made me go home and quit my own. Like. You know, a bag of Takis, and I'm like, you're a dog. Wow. Put Takis down.
I think that's the thing with Sparkle. Sparkle really thinks that he's a human.
Yeah, a whole human being.
He does, and not dog things.
Fat ass kid with Takis. The whole walk. Him and this bag of Takis the whole time. Just no behavior at all. Boy, I tell you the truth will set you free. I am also made whole because I have a phone.
Yes.
A working phone that makes calls, that I can see the screen, that I can look. It don't have no case on it right now, so I'm a little nervous, but I want you guys to know that I now can actually ignore your phone calls. It's not on purpose.
She called me yesterday and spoke to me on her phone in the house standing across from me.
Yes. Because I got a phone now and I want to talk to everybody. Only for yesterday though. I'm back to no phone calls, no calls. With that said, let's get into this show because we're a little bit late, so we want to catch up. We got a lot of news to cover. Make sure you guys call us up if you want to, 617-272-3387, or jot it down in the comment section so we know what is going on and what you got going on and how you feel about different things.
Yes.
With that said, let us go.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Call Sam at 2:30.
Make your girl say,
ooh, ooh, why she so fly, high. She please me. Anytime freeze me. If you want to, do whatever you want, cause you still gotta give it up. She wants it my way.
Yeah.
My way. Are back, I believe.
Yeah, we back.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, they can hear.
Let me ask them. You can't tell us what they could hear.
I see they can hear.
Where? How you see it? What
I
they
see
hear?
it. I know, yes.
Greenhouse Malika for the win. I just want to take y'all word for it because I don't trust Tristan. He can't see what y'all can hear. All right, damn it.
See what you can
see
hear.
what y'all can hear.
Yeah, he cannot see what y'all can hear. God damn it. With that said, let's get into the before we get into, let's see, today is April 30th is the last day of April.
It is.
We are officially out of Hapro, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because April seemed like it came in, kicked in the door, waved the 4-4, and was like, who all gonna be there? I'm not gonna go in. Yeah. Sunny conditions expected around 11 a.m. Wind gusts up to 28 miles per hour are making the temperature feel like 53. It's currently 63 and we'll get up to 70. But it feels like, the wind is at, what is the wind right now? The wind is probably about 40, 50 miles per hour. And that's crazy. It don't tell me the wind is.
It's like about 15 miles.
Yesterday it was said to be between 40 and 50. Let's see the wind gust. I want to see, because I'm really into winds.
Windshield.
The windshield is what determines the actual feel of the weather.
The wind chill.
Yes.
The wind chill?
Yes,
Not
the
the
wind
windshield.
Not the windshield.
Not
The
the
wind.
windshield.
Not the windshield wipers?
The wind chill.
The wind
Chill?
Wind chill.
Chill,
factor.
not shill. Not SHILL.
No, chill.
It's chill like chili.
Chill. Yeah.
See, the wind chill makes it whatchamacallit.
I wonder if I crunch up one of these Zyrtec and stick it in my eye. It'll help me. Because and why is it only one eye?
Oh, that's true. It's the side of your brain that often gets it's only, yes, Tristan was right, 14 miles per hour currently.
Yeah.
40 miles per hour. That's like hurricane. That's fast.
That's what I felt it was the other day. All right, let's get into the news right now. Saucy and Friends starting. It started. Oh, Miss Tony.
Yeah. Did you do the weather?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Harvard University renames its DEI office as its battle with the Trump administration expands to more fronts. Go Harvard. Go Harvard. Hours after Harvard University faced the Trump administration in court for the first time in its push to restore more than $2 billion in blocked federal funding, the nation's oldest and wealthiest college made a symbolic bow to the White House demands renaming its Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Office. The change was announced Monday in an email to the campus community from the head of what had been the Office for Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging, it nods to a sweeping effort by President Donald Trump to eliminate DEI practices designed to advance racial, gender, class, and other representation in public spaces. He decries as illegal and immoral discrimination. We must sharpen our focus on fostering connections. I said that like Glorilla. Our focus. On fostering connections across difference, creating spaces for dialogue, and cultivating a culture of belonging, not as abstract ideal, but as lived experience for all.
What that mean? Let's go to the clip right here, because I don't know what they saying. Is they reneging or they?
Obviously anti-Semitic, and all of a sudden they're starting to behave.
Harvard University is changing the name of its Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Office to the Office of Community and Campus Life after battling with the Trump administration over its DEI initiatives. Sherry Charles, Diversity Officer, now the university's Chief Community and Campus Life Officer, announced the restructuring of the university's DEI office. Charleston says, quote, "We will take these steps to make this change concrete and to work with all of Harvard's schools and units to implement these vital objectives." The announcement came just hours after university lawyers and the Trump administration held a conference regarding the government's freeze of $2.2 billion in federal funding. Harvard University filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration with University President Alan Garber accusing the federal government of seeking, quote, "unprecedented and improper control over hiring and curriculum." Garber says, quote, "No government, regardless of which party, should dictate what private universities can teach, whom they admit and hire, and which areas of study and inquiry they can pursue." 2 weeks ago, the Trump administration sent a list of demands to Harvard that included abolishing DEI directives. The education missed in federal court in 2019.
What the hell did that just say?
What did it mean?
So they changed the name?
Yeah.
Does that mean that they caved, or does it just mean that they changed the name?
They changed the name. We must sharpen
They
our
changed the
focus on fostering connections across difference, creating spaces for dialogue, and cultivating a culture of belonging, not as abstract ideal, but as lived experience. To capture this emphasis and this mission, our office will become community and campus life effective immediately.
So is that, I mean,
Expanding Harvard's multi-front battle with the White House came the same day lawyers for both sides met in court for the first time since the school sued over a $2.2 billion freeze in its federal research funding. The largest of such pauses also in place at other elite U.S. colleges amid the White House's crackdown over political ideology in higher education. What does it mean?
I don't know.
They said
They
it's
don't
the
give a
right
summary?
time to adjust DEI titles. So they adjusted their title, but they're not doing away with
They're
their
not.
DEI.
They're not actually
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they just adjusted it. Why couldn't, like you said, why couldn't everybody just do that?
Yeah,
Just
as soon
adjust
as
the
this
title.
came out, everybody should have been like, okay, then we'll switch the name to. But I think that they're more so focused on the language inside of what the titles and the description. So they would have to go. I don't know why they wouldn't just chat GPT how to change the wording in DEI to mean DEI still.
Right.
Because that's what I would have done.
What you call it? They found the 5 boys that beat up that young boy and the Suffolk University student.
Yeah.
They found them. They've identified them,
So
and
what was that? What happened there?
they were just being brutes. That's all. They
Like
said
what?
detectives had identified the 5 young white males accused of attacking a Suffolk University student in downtown Boston late Saturday night. Boston police Spokesperson did not name the individuals or say whether the group would face charges, but stated the investigation into the incident is ongoing. Aiden Naster identified himself as a victim on Monday, and so they have identified those people, and hopefully they will be caught soon.
Good.
Downs utility pole creates traffic backup this morning in
Oh
Charlestown.
Lord.
My eye. Oh my God.
That's how I felt last night.
It hurt. A truck ripped down a utility pole early Wednesday in Boston's Charlestown neighborhood, creating a traffic backup during the morning commute. Officials on scene told the news that the pole with the live wires was down across Rutherford Ave. Both lanes going into and out of Boston were initially shut down. No injuries have been reported. Traffic was expected to be impacted, and video from the scene showed there was heavy traffic in the area around 6 a.m. Eversource responded and worked quickly to get traffic moving again. Both sides were open, and traffic was flowing again by 7 a.m. That's a lot of traffic right there.
From what to
Rutherford
what?
Ave, Charlestown. You know when we go under the bridge, Charlestown, when we used to be going to the Straths
Yes.
and going over there,
Yeah.
Rutherford Ave.
Uh-huh.
So the pole came down and blocked both lanes of traffic for an hour.
Over there's already trafficked.
Right, but like Sullivan Square area.
Yeah, remember we used to, if you missed one of them things, you was on that, or if you couldn't get into the left lane, was it the right lane to try to go over to the Shafts? You tried to sneak down through the left lane, and then you sometimes get caught and arrested. I never got arrested.
Arrested.
Caught and ticketed.
Yes.
Never
that-
got that. Remember that time we got pulled over on the highway?
We did, because
That's
you didn't
crazy.
put on your indicators.
That was
I
ridiculous.
remember that.
One security guard shot another after hours at a Chinatown restaurant, and the owner is grilled over how he vets or doesn't his bouncers. A security guard supposedly hired to help keep things under control at China Pearl. I've been in China Pearl. 9 Tyler Street in Chinatown could soon face criminal charges for shooting another guard shortly before 3:30 a.m. on March 22nd, according to police and the restaurant's owner. According to testimony at the Boston Licensing Board hearing this morning, the two guards had been friends at least up until until the point one pulled out a gun he wasn't supposed to be packing and fired several shots into the other guard up on the 3rd floor, sending him to nearby Tufts Medical Center and leaving blood and spent casings everywhere. I mean, how good of friends were they if he shot him several board members?
This
grilled
place is too.
owner Brian and his attorney Adam Chu because arriving police officers had to bust down the restaurant door to get inside, even as people were upstairs drinking beer and playing music after the shoot.
A long time ago.
Yeah, because the guard had a gun without the board. bullets are.
Is bullets real anymore?
I don't know, because sometimes people die from them.
Yes. Sometimes
People die when they shot once.
Yeah.
But if they get shot several times, they're not
They
dying.
don't die. Maybe your body goes into so much shock that it is a defense that it just kind of holds the bullet and not kills you.
Wow.
That's my
crazy.
theory. That's my theory.
Y'all remember the girl that killed a little man on the houseboat?
Yes. What's going on with her?
A second mental exam is ordered for the suspect in Charlestown, and they said she lacks understanding. Yeah, she's crazy. That's why.
Yeah.
She's crazy. A second mental health exam has been ordered for the 24-year-old woman accused of killing her 64-year-old boyfriend on his houseboat in
See, that's
Charlestown.
another thing about dating these young girls. They're not stable.
Why?
Their frontal lobes is not.
She's Hawaiian to him.
Yeah. They're not. Their frontal lobes is not quite, together.
Yeah.
So what is happening is that they're snapping on these old people, just like Shannon Sharp's little girl. She's Bill Belichick's one is snapping.
Oh yeah.
All the young girls is rising up. All the young girls with geriatric boyfriends is literally going crazy.
Oh, you're right.
Back in my day, when the young girls was with the old men, they didn't say nothing. They knew their place. Now the young girls want to have a voice.
He is 41 years older than her.
Yes.
He was an old man the day she was born.
Yes.
That's why he was
yes.
with her.
That's
Yep.
Taking
crazy.
advantage
Yep.
of the little girl. He's taking advantage of her.
Oh,
She's
Nora-
lacking understanding. She didn't know what was going on.
She didn't know.
She still don't know.
Don't know. Nothing.
Yes.
Crazy.
Nora
Just
don't
downright crazy.
Yep, she don't know. Nora don't know what happened. Her name is Nora Nelson. And then 15 people are seeking signatures for at large. Today is the last day. Oh no, today is the day they get their papers for the signatures.
Yep.
So 15 men and women, including the 4 incumbent at-large city councilors, have pulled papers to run citywide this year. The field will not been settled until after the May 20th deadline passes and certifications are made by the city election officials. That was not me reading wrong. That was the way this is written. Those gathering signatures include incumbents. Is it Julia or Julia Mejia?
I think she says Julia.
Okay, so Julia Mejia, Aaron Murphy, Ruth Z. Louisan, and Henry Santana. Ruth Z. has to do it again too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Every year they got to get reelected.
Clifton Braithwaite,
Clifton is ran every time.
We skip the next name.
Penis Head, John Foy, Robert Frasca.
His D head behind is in this race, dude, for city council. Are you effing kidding me?
Robert Frasca, Yves Merigin, Philip Kelso, Marvin Mathlier, Will Onwaha, William Regan, Reggie Stewart, and Alexandra Valdez.
They're all going for at large?
All of them are going for at large. Seriously?
There's 15 people going for at large.
Yeah. To qualify for the ballot, citywide council hopefuls need 1,500 certified signatures.
Oh, so the mayor needs 2,000. And they need 1,500.
In District 4, incumbent Brian Worrell may face opposition from 2 men, Michael Grant and Jawan Squeens. Oh, Jawan Squeens is going back in there. If they gather the requisite 200 signatures for a district seat. In District 7, currently represented by
They only need 200 signatures?
200, yeah.
Oh.
In District 7, currently represented by Tanya Fernandez Anderson, there are 17 people who have signed up to seek nomination. They are Saeed Abdurrahman Abdikraman.
There's 2 Saids.
Mm-hmm. That was one name that I read, though. Maverick Afonso, Saeed Coach Ahmed, Wawa Bell, Tashad Akila Court. That's our girl, Tashad Court.
Tashad will be in here next week, I believe, to talk to us about this District 7 race.
Minion Culpepper.
Culpepper is running again? Culpepper, I thought Culpepper ran the other day for like state rep.
That's the OG, right?
Yeah.
Penis Head, James Grant, Kamar Whitson Hewitt.
Wait, so he's running for District 7?
District 7 and at large.
Bro's running for 2 races at the same time? Bro's like, whatever.
Bro's outside.
Bro said, whatever I can get, I'm going to get it.
James Grant, Kamar Winston Hewitt, Samuel Hurtado, Natalie Juba Sutherland, Jerome King, Sean Nelson.
Sean Nelson is running for District 7 too.
Sean
Nelson is the big. That's giant penis head.
Giant penis head. Roy Owens, Sam Schroff, Robert Stanley, and Stephen Allen Wise. District 3 City Councilor John Fitzgerald, currently serving in his first term, is at this time the only person gathering signatures for that seat, according to a list provided by the City Election Department. Where is District 3?
Go keep reading now.
District 3 over here.
In a Sunday morning TV appearance on WBZ's news segment Keller at Large, Congressman Stephen F. Lynch offered mixed reviews on Mayor Wu's first term, but sent a strong signal that he prefers the incumbent over her challenger, Josh Kraft. I'd give her a B, Lynch told Keller.
Is that a bad grade?
I mean, B.
That sounds like a good grade to me.
I mean, B's not bad. I mean, one of the Republican senators gave Donald Trump's first 100 days an A+. He did. He said that.
An A+?
An A+.
Like the highest mark that you could
possibly
And these
get.
are the people who get to decide whether. Oh wow, that is nice.
So Lynch told John Keller when asked to grade Wu that he would give her a B. Some of the things she's struggling with are not for her making, the economy, things like that. I give her A for effort. She did nobly and proudly down in Congress in terms of her testimony being before Congress in a hostile environment. Lynch added, let's put it this way. I think she'll do much better job than her opponent going forward.
The Ponza area.
Okay, Lynch is one of the 2 members of Congress who represents Dorchester. Wu has been endorsed by the other U.S. Rep. Ayanna Pressley. In addition to Kraft and Wu, 9 other people have signed up to gather the 3,000 nomination signatures required for the office of mayor. 9 people? I thought it was 7. The deadline to file signatures is May 20th. I thought it was only 7.
For mayor?
For mayor, it's 9 people.
9 people try to be just coming in. I'm told it's gonna be 10 soon.
There is a virtual mayoral forum scheduled for May 15th.
Where?
A coalition of Boston Democratic and ward committees will host a virtual mayoral forum on Thursday, May 15th from 6:15 to 8 p.m. WGBH political reporter Soraya Wintersmith will moderate the hour and 45-minute event with incumbent Mayor Wu and candidates Josh Kraft, Domingos DeRosa, and Kerry Augustin. The primary election will occur on September 9th, followed by the general election on November 4th. Those interested in attending the free forum can RSVP here.
Okay, Kerry Augustin. Oh, we did read about him. That's the black man.
Black guy, yeah.
That is running for mayor
26,
as well.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 26-year-old city
Who are
hall.
the 5 others? There's 9. They just said. I don't know. But anyhow, that's the local news.
Yeah.
Local news is local and
with the mayoral race, I am just so very interested in what is gonna take place in here.
I think that the race overall is going to be very, very. There's going to be a lot of opinions coming out. It's going to be very loud and vocal. I think these 2, Kerry Augustin and Domingos DeRosa, are going to definitely make a name for themselves during this race. I'm not sure who the other 5 people are, but I think it's going to be just very, very interesting. I think a lot of opinions are going to be thrown into the ring, and whoever wins is going to have to pay attention to a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of things to pay attention to. Yes.
Oh boy,
That's the local news.
we're in for it, everybody. Everybody, buckle up. It's about to get crazy.
Hedge wives, hedge kids.
With that said, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM
Bless you,
Online.
Trish.
God bless.
Thank you.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
This Mother's Day, Spark FM invites you to walk for peace and with a purpose. Join us Sunday, May 11th at Townfield in Dorchester for the 29th Annual Mother's Day Walk for Peace, a heartfelt fundraiser for the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute. For 29 years, the walk has united thousands across New England to support families and communities impacted by murder. The Peace Institute's programs and resources to break cycles of violence and cultivate cycles of peace. Walk with us to honor lives lost, promote healing, and invest in peace. Register and donate today at mothersdaywalkforpeace.org. That's Mother's Day Walk, 4, peace.org. Spark FM will be there. Join us.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Looking for a meaningful way to engage with your community and make a difference? Volunteer with the Massachusetts Senior Medicare Patrol Program and help prevent Medicare fraud. Visit masmp.org. This project is supported by a grant from the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna take me away. Said she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com. Turn us up. Spark FM.
Cause their body is a let's see where we're at. We're in our time for our national news to figure out what's going on in the world around us. Most of it is going to be political news, so let's just buckle up and we'll get through this with at least the little pain as
like
possible.
Airline pilot.
Keep your arms and ears inside of the windows. Trump's new executive order says private law firms will do free work for accused cops.
No.
A new executive order calls on the Justice Department to unleash police across the country. One provision calls for law firms to provide pro bono assistance to officers who get sued. It's not clear how much of the order is legally or practically possible. The Trump administration will seek to enlist private sector law firms to defend police officers unjustly accused of wrongdoing. In an executive order signed Monday, President Donald Trump instructed Attorney General Pam Bondi to help defend police officers named in civil rights lawsuits. According to the order, whatever system the Justice Department creates shall include the use of private sector pro bono assistance for such law enforcement officers. He did. I mean, this is not. We cannot be surprised. These are one of the buzz points that the Democrats did actually use, is that he wanted to give police immunity across to every police. He has said in numerous interviews that, you know, like he's kind of, I don't think he's denied it, but he's never confirmed it. And I think that was his strategy too. Like, all of these comes out. I'm not going to say that I'm with it. I'm not going to say that I'm not with it. I'm just going to not say anything because nobody's going to check me, boo. And that's what happens. Let's go down to this clip you have here.
142 executive orders in his first 100 days in office yesterday, tucked in at the bottom of the third section on an order about strengthening law enforcement, is a directive to review and potentially terminate what is known as consent decrees. Our Scott McFarland joins us now to explain this. Scott, remind us again what a consent decree is.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so often, John, consent decrees are issued against police departments. Police departments under review by the feds for possible misconduct or bad policies or racial discrimination. There have been any number of them in the past few years. The Trump administration is shifting its civil rights division away from overseeing police departments. That is a seismic shift for an office that was opened during the civil rights movement, during the mid-20th century. Instead, the new mission statement of the Civil Rights Office of the Department of Justice, as reviewed by CBS News, includes language that it's going to focus on transgender athletes, on university protests. Just a different world, John, from what it's done traditionally, which is combat housing discrimination, racial discrimination, and police misconduct through consent decrees.
Also, we've had cuts at the Department of Justice. Tell us what the effect has been on that department.
It impacts communities nationwide. CBS News has learned more than 360 federal grants have been frozen that help groups that help crime victims, from human trafficking victims, sex abuse victims, elder victims, rural crime victims. They've been halted because the department says they no longer effectuate the priorities of the agency, which wants to put funding towards more direct programs to impact and help support victims. One of the groups that was targeted for a funding cut is the National Center for Victims of Crime, which runs a national crime victims hotline.
Because, whatever.
All it's going to do is make you get pister and pister.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can really actually do about it, right? There's not much that you can do about anything.
It is what it is.
It is literally what it is. In great news, Eagles Jalen Hurts skipping Trump visit as teammate spends time with him on the golf course. This was a big contrast yesterday. Jalen Hurts, he's the quarterback?
Yep.
He's the quarterback for the Eagles. When he was asked a few days before the visit, he just didn't answer. He didn't show up at the White House. However, what is his name? Saquon?
Oh, he would. Saquon Odoms.
Shaquan Odoms, is that his name?
The boy with the black name?
Yeah. Saquon Barkley. Yeah, that one. He was out there.
I didn't give him my friend's husband's name. I'm sorry.
He was out there shucking and jiving with Trump, going golfing. He's going to go fishing with him. It's funny. It's crazy to me how this president has so much time to do leisurely activities like fishing, while there are Americans literally trying to
All he
buy
does is vacation
buy
and
anything.
sign executive orders.
That is crazy. I haven't heard too much. The word of Hurt's decision came hours before the celebration was set to take place. Hurts raised eyebrows last week when he dodged a question on the red carpet for the Time 100 gala about attending the celebration. Hurts didn't give a glowing review of the president's decision to attend the Super Bowl, whatever, which saw Philadelphia defeat the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22. Wasn't Trump betting against that team too? He bet against Philadelphia.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts isn't the only Eagle that didn't go, though. There was
a lot of them.
right?
The top 3 did not go. And then there was maybe like 11 of them that didn't go. I was reading the names. But the rest of them was up there, smiling and
jiving.
Trump, thank you for inviting us here. We respect the office of the president.
That's what Saquon or whatever his name is said, that he doesn't. He respects the office of the presidency or respects the nation. That's why he was shucking and jiving.
And he also said that it's not just Trump. He was out playing golf with Obama the other day too. So I don't know. He don't know why everybody's mad that he was out golfing with Donald Trump. I mean, spoken like a true, hard ER.
Yep.
What
Tesla.
do you do Tesla. Meanwhile, running back, Saquon Barkley was seen with Trump and, just out smiling.
Yep.
Some people are really upset because I played golf and flew to the White House with the president. Barkley wrote on X, maybe I just respect the office. Not a hard concept to understand. Just golf with Obama not too long too. I got a black friend and look forward to finishing my round with Trump. Now you get out my mentions with all this politics and have an amazing day. Rich people have the privilege and the and in whatever it is, to really kind of
be dismissive.
Yeah, to be dismissive and not care about.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what that.
Oh, yeah, try to be dismissive and not really care about the plight of others. And I can understand that. This man has a white wife that calls him the N-word, or calls other people the N-word.
Yeah, because that's what came out, right? Yeah.
And he's, like, this is what he's known for. He's known for, being all folk and kinfolk. And he's one of those that probably his proximity to whiteness is what makes him really happy in life. So, whatever.
All skin folk.
Ain't your kinfolk. That ain't it. That ain't not all of them at all. Yeah. What else is going on here? Wisconsin High Court suspends Milwaukee judge accused of helping man evade immigration authorities.
I think we talked about that already.
I think she just got suspended yesterday.
Oh,
did she? I don't know. We talked about
she got arrested.
She got arrested.
Yeah.
Now she's been suspended from court, period.
Mm-hmm.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court suspended a judge accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities, saying Tuesday that it is the public interest to relieve her of her duties as she faces 2 federal charges.
Federal charges.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody see a problem with what I just said? I believe that she should be recused from her duties as she faces 2 federal charges.
Yeah.
But the man who is convicted 34 times of a federal crime is the sitting president of the United States of America, and nobody's calling for his dismissal. Y'all actually elected him into office as a criminal.
Yeah.
How come it's basically easy for me to understand, but for other people they be like, it was propaganda. They did that to Trump. He's the greatest of all time. But this lady who let somebody out the back door. She didn't even let them out the back door.
Is that what she did? It's not like she came down off the stand and was like, here you go, just leave.
No, she opened the door. I don't even think she opened the door. She
Hold on.
said you can escape through the back.
Hold
I'm not
on.
escape.
Let's go to the story. Hold on. Let's go to the thing.
New order tonight suspending Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan from the bench.
Yeah, Judge Dugan facing federal charges accused of helping a man evade immigration arrest. 12 News' Emily Pofall tonight with the response from Dugan's legal team.
Tuesday, the Wisconsin Supreme Court issuing this order temporarily suspending Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan from the bench. She's facing federal obstruction-related charges, accused of helping a Mexican national in her courtroom evade an immigration arrest April 18th. The order Tuesday evoking the state Supreme Court's administrative authority over Wisconsin's lower courts, reading, quote, "We conclude on our own motion that it is the public interest that she be temporarily relieved of her official duties." A Wisconsin courts official not commenting on how the court's 7 justices ruled, but saying based on the lack of dissents listed in the order, the decision was unanimous. Dugan's attorneys in a statement to 12 News Tuesday saying, quote, "We are disappointed that the court acted in a unilateral fashion. We continue to assert Judge Dugan's innocence and look forward to her vindication in court." Dugan's case is already taken over by a reserve judge, a decision made by Chief Milwaukee County Judge Carl Ashley last week.
Why'd you make that determination?
Well, the fact of the matter is, I think for everybody's sake right now, we need to just wait a little bit. And so having a reserve judge is good for the litigants. It's good for Judge Dugan.
All right. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So why she do that for?
Because what was it?
No, but why did she do that?
Because he had to go. I feel like they said he had to go to a different court. Like he went to the first thing and he had another trial. So they were going to take him and deport him before he got a chance to go to his other trial or something like that. So she was just trying to, I don't know what why she did it, but it was something that had to do with him not receiving his full due process, I guess. She was protecting him from being arrested as soon as he got out the court because he still had another something.
Because you're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go to both of his court.
I don't get it. You know, I don't get what's happening here. I don't know. And I think that I'm almost done with it. You know, like I don't want to hear no more. Whatever. Because before when Bush was in office, I mean, I was a child, so none of this would even make sense. But did I want to know, I want to go back into time and see if that's what those people felt like.
Do you think that that's the plan, though, is to get us all so just frustrated with everything that's going on that we're just like, I don't even care
Complacent
anymore?
and whatever. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's the shock value. You know, like I'm going to do all of these things, get you guys all riled up, focused on these random things while I'm, easily gutting other things that are going to be even more horrible than these.
It's
I don't
The Handmaid's
know.
Tale.
Yeah.
It is.
It
The
is.
Handmaid's Tale.
Are you caught up with that?
Yes.
I have to get caught up some more.
Yeah.
Because I realized that maybe I didn't watch all 3 of the first season. The first
Really?
The first 3 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. It's a little. It's a slow.
I'm sorry to get here, but you know who pisses me off? June.
She does piss me off
June
because
constantly pisses me off because you can't be that nice of a person all the time.
Get out. Why don't you get out and stay out?
Your moral compass has to be telling you, like when they was on the train, and all the people was trying to do whatever. Yeah. Let them people do whatever they gotta do.
Yeah.
You gonna push her and the baby.
It's because of the baby, though.
Yeah.
You don't want the baby.
But she could have took the baby and let her.
Them people would have got the baby.
No, they wouldn't. They would have probably raised in the.
They was ready to get her with the baby
because she wouldn't let it go. If June had taken the baby away and let them do whatever, they weren't gonna come back and attack the baby.
Okay.
What are y'all talking about?
Handmaid's Tale. You got Tristan. Why you got time? Go sit down and watch the Handmaid's Tale so you can know what's going on. You gonna end up on the wall.
Maybe I'm gonna try today.
Tristan's gonna be the first one on the wall.
He gonna be the first one on the wall because you don't listen.
My back always up against the wall.
It's gonna be definitely against the wall now.
Your front gonna be on the wall.
LA County approves $4 billion sex abuse settlement, largest in history.
$4 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who did it? The
Read
Los
that. That
Angeles
story's
County
interesting.
Board of Supervisors unanimously approved the largest sex abuse settlement in U.S. history on Tuesday, agreeing to pay $4 billion to victims abused as children in county-run juvenile facilities and foster homes.
Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Crazy.
The vote is in the culmination of years of fighting by victims who argued that no one had paid the price for the rampant sexual abuse they said they suffered in county custody. The settlement includes nearly 7,000 claims, most of which involved alleged abuse from the 1980s through the 2000s. I never would have imagined persons hired to be the safety net and care for the most vulnerable could or would abuse their position of power in this way, said Supervisor. I mean, we're seeing it with the president. The thousands of claims tell the story of county government that did little to screen for abusers, allowing a sprawling network of facilities for young people to become hunting grounds for predators. Victims said staffers were seldom disciplined for preying on vulnerable
Building
kids.
your online-
That's disgusting. That's horrible.
This is crazy.
That you like $4 billion over 7,000 kids. How much? Let's go to the clip right here. Nasty work.
5:30, it's being called the largest payout of its kind in U.S. history. L.A. County has tentatively agreed to pay a record $4 billion to settle almost 7,000 child sexual abuse cases.
But the question is, where will the money come from? Kathy Avari joins us live now with more. Kathy.
Well, Colleen and Michael, the $4 billion payout is unprecedented. If it is approved, it will be a huge blow to L.A. County, which is already facing financial challenges.
Challenges.
The sexual abuse claims date back to 1959, the majority happening at probation department facilities and in foster care within L.A. County. A 2020 law, AB 218, gave victims of childhood sexual abuse the ability to bypass the statute of limitations. As a result, L.A. County has seen a flood of lawsuits, including by people who claim they were sexually abused while incarcerated decades ago.
What happened 3 times?
A 43-year-old man who spoke publicly for the first time to NBC4's Lolita Lopez in 2023 says he was just 15 years old at an L.A. County juvenile hall when a male probation officer assaulted him.
I've been in the dark and I'm fighting with it every day. I'm not going to get over this. But talking about it, being free with it, I'm feeling a little bit better.
Attorney Patrick McNicholas represents 1,200 plaintiffs.
This is a chance now for them to be recognized, to obtain some closure, and hopefully to move forward. And by closure, I mean closure with this episode, because these people are living with a lifelong injury that will never heal.
$4 billion to settle thousands of sexual abuse cases creates another economic burden for a county with a $49 billion annual budget, one that's already facing financial difficulties recovering from the Eaton and Palisades fire, a homeless crisis, and possible funding cuts from the Trump administration. The LA County Board of Supervisors issued a statement that reads, in part, as a board, we are committed to holding county departments accountable for safeguarding the young people we serve, ensuring reforms are enforced, and working with law enforcement to bring perpetrators to justice. But did not say in the statement exactly how the county plans to pay the settlement. But the county did say it will impact the budget for years to come and include use of reserve funds, bonds, and proposed cuts in department budgets.
The settlement will be presented soon to the claims board. It actually happens on April. That still doesn't justify the abuse that was done. Are the people who did the abuse, are they getting in trouble? Are they going to jail? Are they restitution? Right. Maybe they can garnish their wages for the rest of their lives to help cut down. They will never make it $1 billion, but I don't know what to say about that.
$4 billion total, right? There is what they're giving them.
$4 billion. So that would be $4 billion divided. What is that? $4 billion divided by
7,000. How much zeros is in $1 billion?
I don't know,
that don't go on the calculator, right?
Can you do $1 billion?
Let me see. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Siri.
Siri do not work.
Ask Siri. One of y'all ask the Siri.
Somebody over there do the maths for us. 7,000 divided by 4 billion.
Hey Siri. Why can't Siri hear me? Do my Hey Siri be on?
I'm trying to type that in my Google.
Siri.
I don't know.
Only type and say it in your phone.
I did it. It's 571428.57.
What that
million
mean?
or thousand?
$571,428.57.
Oh, they each get over a little $500,000.
Oh, that's good.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? That sounds like a little bit.
$4 billion divided by 7,000, right?
Yeah.
It maybe it's 5 million.
How many zeros is in a billion?
It's 571428.
How many zeros is in a billion?
I don't know.
A general
it didn't even
question.
do it.
9.
It didn't even do it on the calculator.
9? Oh wow.
It didn't even do it on the calculator. It just said 4 billion divided by 7 on the calculator.
$500,000. That's $500,000.
Yeah, $571,428.
So how much is in a trillion? 11?
Child, I don't know. What? 10?
Huh? 12?
12. Yeah.
What? Why?
That's up next. We ain't reached there yet.
Oh, and 3 more zeros. Yeah.
Oh.
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 10. Oh, you. That's why you in college. He's a smart boy. If $1 billion of a 9, an extra trillion is 3 more. It needs another comma to make $1 billion.
Why it's not just one more?
Because you can't have one more number.
Oh, because you need the ones, tens, and hundreds.
Yes.
You right, Paul. You right.
We can't write a number with 1 0 at the end.
Yeah, and the calculator, it didn't even write it. It just said 4 billion.
That's funny. It was like, we don't know either.
Don't want to make me smart.
That's funny. Well, that was our math lesson for today.
Will never get that money.
No,
they're not getting that. No. Well, good thing that they have the judgment there, so they're owed it.
I mean, they might give them 5,000.
You know that when you call in, you were like free money now or my money now.
I got my check the following
That's
week.
What I'm saying. It will always be in there. So if they ever go and report, they'll be like, "Oh, the state owe you $500,000."
Yep. Can
you want that now?
Imagine that.
And maybe if not everybody gets theirs at the same time, it would be better for them to kind of, stagnate them over the years.
Ration it out.
Yeah.
It's my money and I want it now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what else do we have here. Body cam shows shootout between deputy and suspect at the gas station in California. We'll leave that out for right now because that is. I just want to make sure that our time is utilized. UPS to cut 20,000 jobs. Close some facilities as it reduced the amount of Amazon shipment it's handling.
Tariffs.
So wait, tell me about what Jeff Bezos does. Is that in the
Yep,
the
it's
stories?
the next one.
Let me get into that one first. Okay, here we go. Sorry. So, White House attacks Amazon over idea of showing tariff costs. The White House press secretary,
she went off.
I wish she would get off. The White House press secretary, I'm tired of saying her name, attacked the retail giant over a report that suggested Amazon would highlight tariff-related price increases. Amazon said it was not going to happen. There's a fresh spat brewing between the White House and Amazon. White House press secretary on Tuesday accused the online retail giant of being hostile and political, citing a report disputed by Amazon from Punchbowl News saying that the company would start displaying the exact cost of tariffs-related price increases alongside its products. Displaying the import fees would have made clear to American consumers that they are shouldering the cost of President Donald Trump's tariff policies rather than China, as he and his top officials have often claimed would be the case. An Amazon spokesperson said the company had considered a similar idea on part of its site, Amazon Haul, which competes with Temu, a Chinese retailer.
Yeah.
Temu primarily ships directly to consumers and has begun displaying import charges to reflect the end of customs loophole that exempted low price items from tariffs.
They sure have.
Let me ask. Oh, is that what Temu did? They charged low prices to get away from the tariffs in the first place?
I don't know, but I told you that one of the girls in one of my groups showed her Temu order the other day.
Let me see.
That was like $40, and then it said import charges were like an additional $60.
So it's $100 that she's having to pay for things that will cost $40.
Yep, from Temu.
Wow. Let's go to this clip.
Yeah.
I want to see what that looks like.
After a report came out that the retail giant was planning to list the cost that U.S. tariffs are adding to its products.
This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years?
Well, Amazon has since disputed the report, saying the team that runs its low-cost Amazon Haul store considered the idea of listing import charges on certain products, but that it was never approved and that it is not going to happen. Meanwhile, the president is trying to strike a positive and celebratory tone for today's 100-day milestone. Our team is covering this breaking news story from all angles. NBC News senior White House correspondent Garrett Hake is here with the political fallout. But first, we're going to go to NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans, who joins us now with these economic implications. And Christine, we know Amazon stock has already recovered the losses that it suffered this morning when the controversy was first bubbling up. Why would Amazon consider this? And are other retailers already listing those import fees?
Yes. So this isn't the Amazon app that you all have when you go to Amazon. This is inside Amazon. If you go over and you find a tab, there's something called Haul, and it's a beta. It's a test that they've been doing to try to run a service that's like Temu and Shein. Those are those ultra low cost online retailers that send stuff directly from China to your home. So Temu, one of those, has now started putting an import charge in its basket. So what Amazon is saying is that its team that runs this little test was considering whether they should do that too, and they decided not to. So I think what it shows from the White House perspective, though, is the sensitivity of the idea that things are going to get more expensive for people and that they're worried about the Trump administration being blamed. And I'm going to give you an example. If you order a $100 comforter from China, it will have a $145 extra charge when it hits the port. Now, so right now, that $100 comforter is now $245 if all of that is passed to the consumer. All of it will not be passed to the consumer. But that's just to illustrate to you how dramatic the president's trade war with China is. It is not a small thing. It is the biggest tariffs we've had really in 100 and some years.
Here on the I can't find it, but she had posted her actual cart and with the tariffs on it and the import charges on it.
Why? How come? Why would that be a bad thing?
I don't know. They don't want you. They don't want
us to know that.
They don't want you to see that the Americans are actually. And that was the question that the person asked at the press secretary yesterday. He was like, "Isn't Amazon the idea that Amazon is going to show it? Doesn't that show that it's actually Americans that have to pay the tariffs?" And she went off.
And she didn't say. Did she answer it or did she just went off?
She didn't. Oh, so here's one breakdown. It's not the same one that I was talking about, but. She said, for all my Shein girlies, please be prepared for additional costs to get your items. If you don't pay within 5 days, they will send it back. They are starting already. So the regulatory charges were $1.31. The import charges was $26.46.
What?
And then the duty charges were $17. So her item for $1.31, the total came up to $44.77.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? So, I mean, one thing that will be good that all this tariffs would do is to make people stop shopping.
Mm-hmm.
People will be able to save more money and invest into things like food and health care, because that's all they will have money to do is to eat and try their hardest to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Because there's no more leisurely spending, you know, going away on trips. You can't get your wait for your Shein order $45 for all of your outfits. Now they're going to be, now you might as well just go to the store.
Yep.
They're
and
saying
just
that
buy.
this summer is going to be one of the worst summers ever.
Yeah.
People are going to have to get back to chilling,
It's
cooking
gonna be
out, hot
definitely,
dogs and burgers.
They're looking at
How much
this
a hot dog
summer.
cost?
Fresh Jan, you cannot build in the USA for cheaper in the time that we need to get things. And I think that's what people, yes. In a great
That's not a
world,
thing.
the factories would be built in a week. So by the time that Trump got into office, all the factories that he wants to be built would be built. And all of the things that we don't have any idea how to make and or grow because we neither have the agriculture, infrastructure, or all those other things, those things would have to be brought in, climated to grow our mangoes and peanuts and things as such. And then from there, then we would have factories that we would be able to purchase from for a cheaper price. But those are nowhere in sight. They haven't even started to put the blueprints down to make these facilities, neither find the workers. They would need to go to China and get all of the materials to build the factories. So it's just not going to happen in the way that everybody's making it so commonly feel like, oh, we'll just make it in here. Where do you make fossil fuel here?
Keep drill.
Where is it that you got to go and get it? Sir. I don't know. It's a bad thing because Amazon has reached the masses and they can sway the way we vote. I'm Fresh Jen. Yes, they need to sway the way that we vote for better. I'm not sure if Trump is the way. I'm absolutely 100% sure that Trump is not the way. Trump is the absolute antichrist of the living, breathing world that we're living in.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful.
Oh, yeah.
Awful. He is literally Lucifer without the looks. What else do we have?
He looks like it too.
And no, remember Lucifer was gorgeous. They said he was a fine man. He was one of the beautifulest
That's
angels.
before he fell from when he fell
from grace.
From grace, he became really ugly. But before that, he was beautiful.
White House attacks. And Meta launches a standalone AI app to compete with ChatGPT, and Meta could definitely keep the hell that. Because the only reason why Meta is still around is because can't nobody connect with nobody cheaply anymore. You can't afford your cell phone or nothing, and we need WhatsApp. So that's it. Yeah. They get dash way Facebook. And that's we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll get into entertainment when we come back. But I'm on the Amazon haul right now. This is fun.
It's cute.
Yeah, I'm about to order mad stuff with tariffs. Ooh, crazy low. Bye.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
Prioritize your mental well-being with Kuji Jakalia Wellness Center, a Black woman-owned therapy practice committed to culturally affirming care that understands you. Our licensed therapists specialize in personalized care, offering virtual sessions Monday through Friday by appointment, because your healing should fit your schedule. Take the first step towards improving your well-being today. Visit Kuji Wellness online and book your appointment, because when you heal, the community heals too. Visit us at kujiwellness.com.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Taylor made real estate easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got the Congo long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for winning. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Ba-dum, pum, pum. Pa-dum, pa-dum, pum, pum, pum. What y'all know about this, baby, when we're crying? Yeah, I get so excited. How I like it. I try, but I can't find it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it. Yeah. Good morning. Welcome back. I'm here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yes, sir. Entertainment. Let's see what we have in entertainment. Yeah, Terrence Howard turned down the Marvin Gaye role because it involved kissing a man. I would cut my lips off. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's feeling strongly about this, huh? Looking at me, looks like he would be a good Marvin Gaye, though.
He would.
Yeah. Academy Award nominated actor Terrence Howard revealed a line he'd never cross in acting, and it involves kissing another man. During an interview with Bill Maher, Terrence Howard, who most would recognize from Empire, said he once turned down the chance to play Marvin Gaye in a film when he learned that he would have to kiss another man. On an episode of Mars Club Random show, Howard opened up about the biggest mistake he'd ever made in his career. He explained that he had a chance to play Smokey Robinson, however he passed on the role because he was having conversations with Lee Daniels about playing Gaye in a film. However, Howard went on to say that when he was getting into the specifics of the role, he took a step back after learning he would have had to kiss a man on camera. You know what happened with that? I was over at Quincy Jones' house. I'm asking Quincy, I'm hearing rumors that Marvin was gay, Howard said. And I'm like, was he gay? And Quincy is like, yes. From there, Howard decided he could not accept the movie role. Before his unfortunate passing, Gaye was married to 2 women during his life and was not openly gay. What do you guys think about that?
Did you read his reason why he said he can't do it?
Despite that, there was a strong chance his rumored homosexuality would have been explored in the production. They would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that, Howard said. You mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie? Mayer said, to which Howard replied, no, because I don't fake it. But that's not all Howard had to say. He continued, that would F me. I would cut my lips off. If I kiss some man, I would cut my lips off.
What I read, I guess it's not all there, but he said he wouldn't be able to fully commit to the role.
I can't play that character 100%, the actor said. I can't surrender myself to a place that I don't understand. I couldn't imagine voluntarily enslaving myself to something so trivial, a user said in response to Howard's boundary.
Yeah.
So what do you feel?
I mean, it sounds bad, but I do know that Terrence Howard, when he acts, he really, really gets into his roles. We know that, right?
Yeah.
And so I feel him on that. If you wouldn't be able to commit to the role and play it to the best of your ability because of whatever your reasoning is, then that's just what it is.
He's very big on his man card. Have you guys heard him talking about his man card?
No.
No.
He said his man card is everything that you have in Hollywood. Once they take it from you, then you end up like the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Terrence Howard play roles where he has like the wigs on and da-da-da-da-da and all of that stuff, but he really very much does commit to his roles. And I mean, I can't knock him for that. If that's how he feels and he feels that strongly about it, I think that he's okay.
I was trying to dig deep and find a rebuttal. I guess because somebody said on the other station today, like, when you're acting, isn't that the point of acting? Is that you're acting out something? Because it wouldn't be the same thing as if you're acting out a racist or you're acting out, I mean, I guess this one is more physical, so that is more something that is more.
It is. But no, remember you sent me the thing the other day about Samira Wiley too, who's on *Handmaid's Tale*, the black girl *Handmaid's Tale*.
Oh yes.
And she was saying she can't continue to do that role because it really just messes with her a lot. Yeah. And I think it's probably the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like those things, like people when they get into character, I've heard other actors say when they get into character,
they are the character,
and it takes them a long time to get out of character after they've finished for the day or whatever that is. So I respect it. I mean, it would have been a great role for him to play. I'm sure he would have done it justice had he been able to commit to it the way that he does with his other roles. But I
wonder
completely
if they
understand.
could have toned it down. Like when they do innuendos in movies, like he's in the room with the man and now the door closes.
Yeah.
And we're assuming what's behind there. Because he seems like he would have been a great guy for the role. But I get it.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, it's really honorable when people stand for what they believe in and they don't fold on that just to, whatever.
To compromise.
So I'm excited about, I feel like we need more of that these days. So good for him.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp, however, refuses to view alleged sex tapes in his $50 million civil rape lawsuit. NFL Hall of Famer and prominent media figure Shannon Sharp is facing a $50 million lawsuit filed by a woman using the pseudonym Jane Doe. They have come out with her name already, right?
Yes.
Who accuses him of rape and coercion during a relationship she claims was non-consensual. Central to the case in a controversial video recording allegedly showing one of the encounters in question. The footage has reportedly been offered by viewers to Sharp, who has refused to watch it despite multiple opportunities. When I was listening to the breakdown of this today too, they were saying that he wanted the whole tape to submitted into court instead of the 30-second clip that they had, because it showed the whole tape shows that it was a consensual, violent BDSM relationship that they had going on. I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah, instead of the part that just incriminates him is what they said today, and I agree with that. Who's her lawyer is Tony Busby.
Yep.
He's such a slime ball to me.
The breakdown is so the child filed the civil suit earlier this year, asserting that she was subjected to repeated sexual assault and manipulation by Shannon Sharpe beginning in 2023 when she was just 19 years old. Her legal team contends that Sharpe exploited a significant power imbalance using his celebrity and financial influence to dominate and degrade her in a series of non-consensual encounters. Was she his manager or something like that? Like, was he her manager? What was his influence and power got to do with you not having sex with him on OnlyFans and texting him "big black baby in my belly"? According to the complaint, the conduct occurred over several months and caused lasting psychological harm. The suit includes claims for sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and unlawful restraint, among others. Sharpe was denied all the allegations and characterized the relationship as consensual. He argues that the interactions described in the lawsuit were part of a mutual BDSM dynamic involving role play and fantasy violent scenarios of whipping, choking, and big black babies.
Oh, wow.
The video of the center of the dispute, alleged recording, shows non-consensual encounter. Really? What's showing the video? Busby confirmed the video was reviewed in a confidential mediation sitting by Sharpe's legal team, but Sharpe himself declined repeated invitations to view it. He emphasized that the footage will not be released publicly, citing both legal and ethical considerations. I want to see it. I want to see the damn tape.
Right.
I think it would be disgusting, though, because what we would be seeing, I don't care how you look at that tape. For me, in my head, I would be like, this is a baby child. And Shannon Sharpe is this big old black man. And it just looks weird to me in my head right now.
I want to see that
She
tape
would be all
as much as I want to
little-
see Bill Belichick and that little girl.
I feel like he
doing
would be picking her up and throwing her around and putting a ball in her mouth, and she's spanking him and he's
A
spanking
ball
her.
in her mouth?
If you think about...
Why you think?
I'm thinking not that kind of ball. I'm talking about, the gag balls.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I doubt
How
that.
you know about the gag ball?
I doubt that.
No, I'm only comparing it to 50 Shades of Grey. If we think about 50 Shades of Grey and BDSM, he was locking this girl up in a red room, and he was spanking her with a paddle while she was tied to a guillotine.
I don't think it was
with
that
her hands. No, Tristan.
No, Tristan, it was.
Tristan, BDSM means one thing.
But y'all think he was doing all that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, what do you?
I think that he had her.
That's basic BDSM.
Yeah,
What do
I think he had her in a little leather thong short
that she bought herself,
and a choker around her neck, and must have been making her walk like a dog and things like that. I think that's exactly what I picture. I don't picture anything else. I don't picture anything sweet and nice
I watched
and
a little
affectionate.
Spanish movie.
Google
one
it,
time,
Tristan.
And the little Spanish people, I forget what it was called. Schneider, what is it called when they tie people up with all the different knots and stuff?
Pathfinders.
Yeah. That's what it was. Boy Scouts. But it was like all these different knots, and you have to get a certain kind of rope and all kind of stuff and things.
This
like
is not what they was doing.
I know what BDSM is. I'm saying I don't think it was to that extreme that they was doing in the bed.
Bro, she's suing for $50 million. She's got evidence.
What do you think is basic BDSM?
I just think it was role playing and stuff like
that. No, that's not BDSM.
Look,
that's just role playing.
Look at that. They got clothes hangers up.
What is the BDSM? What does it stand for?
Bondage.
For YouTube flaggers.
BDSM is a variety of often erotic practices or role playing involving bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, masochism,
sadism, and masochism.
Sadomasochism, and other related things. What is the full meaning of it? It's nasty. You could it also includes elements of S&M. They refer to a range of sexual preferences and behaviors involving physical restraints, unequal power dynamics, and sometimes pain. He was tearing that ass up. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Stop laughing, Nick. God damn it. Terrible. This is terrible. And now he's into trouble. Because no matter how you look at BDSM, if you don't fully understand it, and if you're not in that mentality, then you're going to look at that and think that it's abuse. I think it's abuse. I think BDSM is abuse. You like BDSM, don't you? Moving on.
Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
This is a family program.
We should have saved that story for Friday. So hot now because that dynamic in my head looks awful. Back in the day, he would have been dragged by a truck for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, back in the day, he would have.
Cardi-
And today, too, he might still. If
Yep.
you go to the right place.
Sundown town.
But he might like it, his nasty self.
Oh, let me leave that man alone because Cardi B appears to confirm new boyfriend, describing a fine man who loves her from head to toe. I just wouldn't be public with any of my boyfriends anymore. I'm not doing it. Because you just broke up with your husband 12 days ago.
And you're going to be back with him in 12 days.
And you're probably still having sexy time with him as we speak. So,
that would have been a whole Chronics song.
It's been a good 6 months.
Nobody effing knows me and you. Nobody.
Cardi B has never been one to pull punches when it comes to her love life. And on Sunday, the Bongos rapper took to Twitter Spaces to lay it all out about the new man she said she's rocking her world. Cardi B did not name names. She did give the gentleman props for keeping her very happy. It's been a couple of weeks and I haven't unaddressed anything.
A couple of weeks?
Cardi sat it down. She began in the chat because it's like, when you got a gorgeous N-word effing you and loving you from head to toe, it's like I don't really give a F what anybody says when you got a real life N-word that loves you from head to toe, and it's like whatever, gorgeous Negro too.
Okay, but he's still black.
Yeah, he's
At
black
least
as
you know
hell.
that much.
He's black as hell. He's an N-word. That's what he is.
Yeah. Oh, she showed a piece of him?
No, she just called him N-word multiple times. That's affectionate. That's a term of endearment.
It is.
Luka Doncic fully funds repair. Doncic. Fully funds repair for Kobe and Gigi Bryant's mural after disrespectful vandalism. Who did that?
Why would they do that?
It was probably some MAGA. I blame them for everything. Them and BDSM. One of the murals of late Kobe and Gigi Bryant in downtown Los
Angeles. Of course,
Angeles.
Lawanda knows the name of the ropes thing. It's Shibari rope bondage.
I bet you do, Lawanda.
Yes.
Nasty.
Shibari. Yep, that's what it is.
Shabari.
So you had a little bukkake on your neck last night, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I did not have no bukkake on my neck. You're rude. I had 3 bites from an insect. You keep calling them bukkake, and that's not nice. I am emotional. An unknown individual tagged over the Mambas Forever mural on Main and 14th Street by Los Angeles artist Slow Motions, whose real name is in the post the account. What did they do to the mural? I don't know what they did, but they tried to defrase it, and that was terrible. And they fixed it.
Yeah.
Good for them. Chaos erupts at Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour as VIP lounge turns into a fight club. Really? I thought the people in Beyonce's army is of caliber.
They don't play.
I didn't know that they be fighting. Beyonce would not stand for that. Opening night of Beyonce's highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour exploded into a total chaos, but not for the reasons fans expected. Before Queen Bey even finished her set at SoFi Stadium's Monday night, an all-out ball erupted in the VIP lounge. The VIP paid so much money for that.
Child.
A group of Beyonce fans decked out in denim and cowboy boots were caught on camera screaming at each other and eventually throwing punches, sending onlookers into a frenzy. As concert goers headed to the exits, tensions boiled over. One woman rocking a denim button-down shorts and white cowboy boots tried to walk away, only for another woman to swoop in and smack her hat off. Oh, there it is.
Seen it.
I'm watching.
And she's big too. And the little
Bing
one
spiraled fast. When a woman in denim dress attempted to break it up but failed miserably. Kick it. No. The same cowboy hat smacker then aggressively pushed another woman to the ground twice, with 3 others jumping the fray before a man finally stepped in to separate them. She fell slow. I'm mad.
I'm mad because everything in this thing is slow motion.
What a fracas.
Everything in this video is
Luckily,
slow.
the dust settled when two of the women, included the one who threw the first punch, finally walked away. She assaulted her. A man had heard saying, but
the little one, did you see how she
jumped
she's
up?
so little. She's aggressive.
She pushed the red one.
Yes.
Yo. And then she rolled slow over.
Damn. The red one wasn't expecting that. Because she's like, what I do? She caught a stray, poor thing.
Bro.
It knocked her belt off.
I guess what got me crazy is it's a pushing fight.
Right.
Nobody's punching nobody. Nobody's kicking nobody. They're all double hand pushing each other over. And they're all falling over.
In slow motion.
It's slow motion. And a roll at the end. I am crying. Wow. The Beehive got to be better than that because that's funny. We're going to post that one, Paul. That made me laugh. It's a family affair. Beyonce kicks off Cowboy Carter tour. This was absolutely adorable. With iconic guests Blue Ivy and Rummy. Blue Ivy looks like she has completely came into her own self.
I love that little girl.
And why is she so tall and elegant?
She looks like
she's like 17 years old.
Yeah.
She's 13.
Yeah.
Not saying that's a bad thing because she's not like scantily dressed or anything. She
Right.
just looks mature.
Yeah.
She looks like a mature
Blue Ivy. Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter.
Yeah. They also, Rumi actually decided that she was going to come out and get a piece of the limelight. I told y'all yesterday, she's going to be the family problem. She's going to be the family problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rumi likes the attention. She likes the people.
Yep.
She likes the lights. She likes everything. She was so excited and so grateful to be out there on stage with all of those people. And it was just so, that was really kind of dope.
It was cute. Yeah.
It was very, very cute. Keeping it moving in the interest of time.
Rumi looked just like her daddy.
She do. She
look
looked
just
like Beyonce and her daddy at the same
just
time.
like the picture that they thought she was gonna look like. Remember the meme back in the day with Beyonce and Jay-Z? She looked just like
what?
Yeah.
Just like it.
Yeah.
Sierra throws epic Wicked themed party for daughter Sienna, 8 years. Sienna's 8 already?
I thought that baby was just born.
Me too. So what's the little baby? Oh, there's one after him.
Yep.
How old is he? Like 5?
No,
3?
he just came.
Oh, okay. Sierra throws an epic Wicked. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. I like that family. That's a good family right there.
Yeah.
When I get
That's
reincarnated,
Russell
I'm
Westbrook.
coming right back as one of Sierra's babies.
Russell Westbrook, right?
No, Russell Wilson.
Russell something, baby. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Russell.
Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, Kanye is melting down some more. Rumor has it that he has come out as a homosexual.
Yes.
Please get some help. You are failing into the car. Let's go into this video to see what it's about, Tristan. Because that is
all right,
disclaimer.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
hold on.
Hold on. Everybody brace yourself.
About anything but they next motherfucking cheeseburger, nigga.
Beep.
What about a cheeseburger?
Yeah, I used to get a battery in my back, bro. Because I was in the airport by myself, bro. That shit is so important to me, man. I mean, love, you know, that meant everything to me, bro. I'm going to go get these kids, man.
Who?
His
Fuck
kids.
all these faggot niggas. I'm going to go get these kids, bro.
He wants to see his
I'm talking
kids.
to the lawyers. It gets to the point where I don't lose my fucking mind. I'm like, I have to get used to that seeing my kids. Like, it'll be okay. And then niggas say, hey, Ferg. Oh, I could be whole. Nigga, I could be whole when I see my kids. Nigga, come talk to me. You niggas don't know.
Do we think this is really him?
Why y'all keep trying to figure shit out, nigga? If I go like that, y'all go like that. I'm y'all leader. All of y'all.
That mask
And it's okay. It ain't nothing.
stinks.
Y'all niggas ain't doing no season 3 stadium show. How many millionaires you seen Virgil made? How many people met Virgil was like, I'm a millionaire?
Turn this off.
So mad.
What's he saying?
Virgil is dead, and this man is dragging this man in his death.
This man is crazy. He's a crazy man.
When is somebody gonna help Kanye?
conservatorship.
When is somebody going to help him? I'm concerned. Not really. But, for this moment, I'm concerned about Kanye. What are we going to do? What is somebody going to do?
And that's, huh? And I don't know. I think him losing everything. I don't know. Kanye, realistically, if Kanye losing his mom set him off, Kanye losing his wife set him off, Kanye losing now his other wife set him off. Every time that he loses somebody, he goes deeper down to the abyss. At what point are we gonna help Kanye? Mm-hmm. I don't care to help Kanye. Huh?
Can't leave him.
He can't leave him? No, you can't. You have to. You can't stay in an abusive relationship with somebody crazy just because they're gonna go under. Maybe he needs to, he needs to be suited for a nice jacket, a white one, preferably.
A white jacket, a white coat,
and put into a nice resort. And that's room.
True, Schneider. Who is that with him in that video? That is standing by, listening to him with going on like that? Who are the people that are close to him? Who is near him? And why are they enabling him instead of...
But what can they do?
Put him in a white coat.
Call the police. Call the people on and be like, this man has lost his mind. We need a wellness check and, start the process of getting him committed.
Yes, Kanye is self-destructing, and I fear that one day we're going to wake up and we're going to hear some terrible news about Kanye West.
Yeah, absolutely.
Terrible news.
With that said, people, we are off this. It was today is Paul's technical last day with
I don't want to talk about that.
Me either.
I don't want to talk about that. Paula, just to give you your flowers, we really, really, really appreciate what you have brought to Spark FM in the time that you've been with us. You've been, really, really implemental and instrumental in the new turn that Spark is taking. We really, really appreciate all of your help.
Absolutely. Paul's one of those people that kicked in the door, waved the 4-4.
Yeah.
Paul called me several times.
Yeah, Paul
showed up
from the beginning. Yeah,
he walked in here ready to work on day one, and he hasn't moved yet. So we wish you the best.
Paul, for president of the United States.
Woo! Gulf of America. What are your plans for going back home?
Finding a job, probably. In Mexico, yeah.
And you're finished college completely now.
Next week.
And Paul, and y'all, I don't know if the audience knows, Paul's from Mexico and lives in Mexico.
Yeah, he's going back
so
to
you're
the
going
Mexico.
And are you staying there? Because I would.
No, he was telling us yesterday Mexico is worse.
Really?
The cartels is crazy.
Oh, yes.
I thought they play loud music at night around.
They do that here, Nick.
Yeah, but near areas like where...
Who, the cartels?
Yeah, so when they're killing people won't hear them.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That's probably
true.
So
tell what Mexico's worse. So what are your plans? What are you going to do?
Finding a job.
I'm going to go to Mexico with my family, find a job there probably.
Yeah.
Work with my dad, with my brother.
Yeah.
Still with a family now.
Good.
Do you have a family business?
I'm the youngest. Business, sorry?
Do you guys have a family business?
So my brother does heavy machinery, like CAT. And, gas company. He buys off auctions, really damaged ones. He repairs them with the team, fixes them up with the team, and then
Oh, that's
sells them
dope.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about your girlfriend?
We're gonna talk about it.
You met her here at school.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Well, that's at least Mexico has good vacation spots.
Yeah.
So she could come visit, and so can we. Yay! I'll be like, Paul, you'll be like, who is this? Us. We're on our way. But yes, thank you so much for all that you have done for the team and for Spark FM. We're gonna try to keep Paul as much as we can. But make sure that you stay in touch with us and follow the show and all the things. And we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Very fun here.
Thank you.
Glad I joined your team.
Yes, me too.
Very fun time. If anyone's listening and trying to find an internship here, or maybe find a studio, DJ booth, anything, come right along.
That's
it's
right.
a great group.
That's right.
Yes. See that you heard it here first from the team. First from the team. All right, you guys go out and have a great day. It's supposed to be a wonderful weather day. Go take a walk. Go get a drink. Something. Have a salad.
Have a salad.
Have a salad. It's refreshing. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Wish Paul best of luck on his final exams. And we'll see him soon.
All right.
With that said, people, have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What is this, Doctor? This is the Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us